Today we'll study about agriculture chapter. So here we are with the next lecture. In the earlier lecture we have seen that some of the very important crops of India like rice, wheat, pulses, millets and many more. And today we are looking some of the food crops which are other than the grains. Likely sugarcane, oilseeds, tea, coffee and horticulture. These are the topics which we are going to discuss in this video. And if you have not clear about what are the major crops of the India, you can watch the previous lecture. Moving to the sugarcane. To the sugarcane crop we will study deeply. Now, first of all, the sugarcane is a tropical as well as subtropical crop. It means that it can be grown in the tropical region as well as the subtropical region. And it grows well in a hot and humid climate. It requires the 21 degree Celsius to 27 degree Celsius. And it requires the rainfall 27 centimeter of rainfall. And students, you know, India is the largest producer of sugarcane after only Brazil. So, Brazil is the first producer of sugarcane and India is the second producer of sugarcane. You might be knowing that sugarcane is the main source of sugar. It means that from the sugarcane we get the sugar. Or sugarcane is also the main component or the main source for jaggery, khanchari, molasses. Now, the major sugarcane producing states are Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Bihar. Other than these states, some of the sugarcane grow in other of this state also. But mainly, these are the main producer of the sugarcane. Moving to the next crop, that is oil seeds. Oil seeds, there are many types of oil seeds like mustard, sunflower, peanut, groundnuts. So here we are getting from the various castor seed. From the castor seed we get the castor oil. So there are variety of the oil seeds available in India. We will see different oil seeds are covering approximately 12% of the total cropped area of the country. It means that if there is 100% crop, from that 12% is only for the oil seeds like groundnut. And if we will see that groundnut, it is one of the kharif crop and almost population, half of the population uses the groundnut seeds oil. Gujarat is the largest producer of the groundnut. Then coming to the linseeds, mustards, this both seeds are rabi crops. So there are some kharif crop, there are some rabi crops, okay. And castor seeds, it is also rabi and kharif crop. You should remember that which seeds are rabi as well as kharif. It means that it can be grown in the rabi season as well as the kharif season. Moving to the tea. You might be knowing that tea is one of the beverage crops. It means that it is one of the drink. And it is also grown in tropical as well as subtropical region. It requires well fertile drained soil with well humid climate with sunlight. And major states are very famous: Darjeeling, Assam, Jalpaiguri, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. These are the very famous regions where the tea cultivation is done. Tea cultivation is one of the kind of plantation where on one land only tea is grown. Completely full land is of the tree and that is known as the plantation and it is for the commercial purpose. Moving to the coffee, India coffee is known for its best quality, or you can say that it's for the good quality in the world it is known. Arabica variety was initially brought from Yemenis produced in the country, and from this Arabica variety of the coffee, India got to know about what is coffee. So initially it was cultivated on the Baba Buran hills, and even today it is cultivated to the Nilgiri in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. In Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, this Arabica coffee is cultivated, and this Arabica coffee is a variety of the coffee which was initially brought from out of the country and which was grown in the India. This is the coffee seeds. Coming to the horticulture is a group of the activity in which like growing of the vegetable, growing of the fruits for the commercial purpose. Okay, so it comes under the horticulture. Like India is a producer of tropical as well as temperate fruits. Major crop produced are in the vegetable pea, cauliflower, onion, cabbage, tomato, brinjal, potato. So these are some of the famous crops which comes under the horticulture. So you can see that in the horticulture, fruits and production of fruits and the vegetables comes like mangoes, apple, lychee, grapes, etc. And this thing is also done for the commercial purpose. Lastly, we will see that we know that there are some of the major crops. There are some of the other than the crops which is other than the food grains crop. After all saying this, government also comes with some of the reforms to enhance this activity, to enhance this farming activity, because the day by day population is rising, the demand of these resources, demand of the food supply is increasing. So there should be the invention of some of the technology with the institutional reform. And definitely this is on very large extent this thing is done by the government. We should know that 60% of the economy or livelihood depend on the agriculture. So you can see that agriculture is a primary source for the economy. That's why it comes under the primary sector. We are having the primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary, and agriculture comes under the primary sector. Government has given some of this now also government gives some of the subsidies to the farmer for growing the crops. For example, they provide with the cheap rate of seeds, fertilizer, some of the farmer equipment, tools to do the farming, and they grant the loan also at less interest loan or cheap interest loan they grant to the farmer, so that more of the farmers can indulge in the farming. Like very famous green revolution, it was done for the agriculture purpose. Here a high yielding variety of seeds were introduced with the new modern equipment. White revolution was done for the milk production, where some of the reforms which was initiated by the government or by the people to improve the agriculture sector. Thank you for listening this video. And if you want more clarity about this all things what we have learned earlier, watch both the video together, and once again you can read the chapter, agriculture chapter. Thank you so much.